What's good, YouTube? It's your boy 2K the God, my man Sus. We back at it again. Welcome to the Gods of Boxing Talk. For this segment, we want to go into the prediction video for the interim champion Conor McGregor versus the champion Jose Aldo at 145 pounds, right? Mega fight this Saturday. Now, Jose Aldo's been dominant for a very long fucking time, and Conor McGregor is actually looking for the fight that catapults him into superstardom. Probably past Ronda Rousey, you know what I'm saying? Jose Aldo, he's 25 and 1. 14 of his 25 wins came by KO, and his one loss was by submission that dated all the way back 8 years ago to a guy named Thiago Miller. Conor McGregor, on the other hand, he's 18 and 2. 16 of his 18 wins came by KO, both losses by submission. His last loss was 5 years ago by a guy named Joseph Duffy. Excellent fight. Sus, what do you think, B?
Man, I'm really happy for this fight, man. I'm glad it's finally here. It's finally happened.
Yeah.
You know, when they canceled the fight the first time, man, I was really upset because I was waiting for it.
Hell yeah.
You know, I'm a big Jose Aldo fan, but I absolutely respect Conor McGregor. I like some of his antics. I like what he says. You know, he's just kind of a free-spirited dude that just goes out there, talks shit, but at the end of the day, he wins. You know, so I can never be against that. But for this fight, man, I'm gonna definitely have to go with my man Jose Aldo.
Alright.
You know, Jose Aldo is a fucking beast, man.
Yeah.
He is a monster. He reminds me of, I don't know how many of our boxing fans were wrestling fans out there, but I remember when they used to call Triple H the cerebral assassin.
Oh, hell yeah.
And he would come to the ring with that sludge hammer, and you knew he had bad intentions on his mind, you know, but he never spoke about it. He just did shit.
Yeah.
And that's Jose Aldo, man. He's one of them silent dudes that's always thinking about killing you when he gets in there. He's got the scar on his face. I mean, he's extremely skilled, man. He's very skilled. His stand-up game is it's extremely good. You know, he's very fast. His leg kicks are some of the most brutal leg kicks probably in the UFC.
That's Uriah Faber.
Exactly. He probably still limping.
Hell yeah.
You know? So, I mean, man, Jose Aldo has all the tools to get it done. Now, I'm not gonna sleep on Conor McGregor, but I do believe that McGregor has one very good tool, and he likes to use it a lot, and that's his straight left hand. If Jose Aldo can stay out the way of his straight left hand, do not let McGregor keep you at punching range. Right. You can't let him keep you at the end of his punches because he'll left hand your ass all day long.
Hell yeah.
You know, and Aldo has shown that he can be hurt. When he fought Chaz Mendez, I believe he got knocked down once or twice, and he got rocked in the fight as well. So he can be hurt, but with this fight, all Aldo has to do is chop that fucking tree down. Chop them long legs in half. But the key to doing that is when he starts landing those leg kicks, he's gonna have to move. He has to keep turning Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor is too long for you to leg kick him and then try to stand in front of him. You gotta leg kick him, turn him, and then get inside of him.
Yeah.
You know, so you can take away his range. And the one thing that I do really love about Jose Aldo is that he's not afraid to let his hands go. No, he don't just hit you with one shot. Yeah. He hits you with 3 and 4 shots.
Oh yeah.
You know?
If one is coming, be ready for 3 more.
Exactly. So that's what he has to do, man. He has the better resume. He's the better skilled fighter. And I do believe he's been in there with just some very good fighters that have prepared him for this moment. The only thing that's hanging over his head is he hasn't fought in the past year. Yeah. He's been out of the cage and coming back against a guy that's been active, against a guy that's got a head of steam, and against a guy that truly believes in himself. I believe the fight will be harder for Aldo than it will be for McGregor. McGregor is, like I said, man, he doesn't just talk himself into a fight. You know, he's one of those guys that that really believes everything he's saying. I mean, if he calls you a bitch, he really believes that you're a bitch. Yep. You know, you gotta prove him wrong. Word. You know, he told Chad Mendes after their fight, he told him that he fell like a bitch. So, and this was at the post-fight press conference. So, that's the one thing about McGregor, man. You gotta go in there and shut him up. Mm-hmm. I believe Jose Aldo is the man to do it, and I do believe we'll see that this Saturday. I can't wait.
I can't wait. I can't wait either. Yeah, I like your point about Jose Aldo being out of the ring for so long. I think that is going to be a major factor in this fight. Conor McGregor is very active. To me, he's not very. He's kind of one-dimensional to me. He's mainly stand-up. He looks to knock you out. I mean, evidenced by his 2 losses. He can get submitted very quickly. Both those losses, he was submitted in the first round. He has improved his ground game as he's moved up in the professional rankings and become a UFC fighter. But he still has his mind on one thing, and that's trying to knock you out. Lucky for him, Jose Aldo is not a guy that looks to submit anyone. He does the same thing that Conor McGregor does, and that's try to knock his opponent out. So we got 2 knockout fighters going head to head. It's gonna be fireworks. I'm with you. I got Jose Aldo. I think it's gonna be a close fight. I'm gonna go against the grain and say that nobody gets knocked out though. I just think we're gonna see a lot of bombs being landed. I think those leg kicks are gonna be the determining factor in this fight. Absolutely. I think he beats the shit out of Conor's legs. And I think at the end of the fight, it could be a very, very close decision that goes Jose Aldo's way. But I will not be surprised if Jose Aldo's robbed, because Dana White is trying to make Conor McGregor the next guy of the UFC. He fits the qualifications of what Dana White is looking for. You know what I'm saying? He talks a lot of shit. He's scrappy. He don't give a fuck about nobody, and he's not scared of nobody. He fits the qualifications, and last but not least, people love him. He's perfect. Absolutely. So I wouldn't be surprised that there is a robbery in this fight. If he wins by outright knockout, can't take that away from him. But if it's a close fight, Jose Aldo actually looks like he won, but it goes to Conor McGregor, I won't be surprised because of the politics that are behind it. And then, of course, he will ask for another rematch, or he will want them to fight again. Same thing he's doing with Ronda Rousey and Holly Holm to generate more money for his brand. So I wouldn't be surprised at that. Also, like I said, with the injuries and everything, I wouldn't be surprised of Jose Aldo's performance not living up to what me and you expect it to be as well.
Absolutely.
I want to talk a little bit, just 1 minute, about Weidman and Rockhold. Chris Weidman is the Danny Garcia of the UFC. He's average. He does he's not average. He does everything good, right? He doesn't do anything great. That's exactly what Danny Garcia is. Luke Rockhold, pretty much the same way, but he's a little bit under Weidman. Luke Rockhold has excellent a 3-fight win streak. His last one being a submission of Lyoto Machida. Very good win for him. I remember him back in Strikeforce. When he dominated the Strikeforce rankings. He beat Ted Kennedy. I was high on Ted Kennedy at the time, and ever since that fight, I was a believer of Luke Rockhold. But I think Weidman is he's so good at being good. You know what I'm saying? I don't see anything Luke Rockhold will be able to do to break the zone that Chris Weidman will be in this fight. So I got Weidman beating Rockhold as well. So, all right, fight fans, do what you do in the comment section. But be real. Let us know who you think wins the main event and the co-main event. Do what you do, but be real. This is real talk for real fans. 1.